This might be a touch interesting. I don't know why I'm even doing it. You ever have one of those rough days where you just kind of need to vent, just let the world know, like, hey, I still exist, I'm still here. That's one of those days. You know, struggling for a long time with, and I'm 42, literally about to turn 43. You struggle sometimes with understanding who you are as a person, and nothing ever really feels correct, feels right. Um, if you've ever seen the movie Waterworld, and that's aging me up, there's a scene towards the end where the main character hops out. He's kind of strolling around the beach after having lived on the water his entire life, and one of the other actresses asks him, are you going to stay? His response is, I can't, or something along those lines, because it doesn't move right here. That's how I felt for 20 years. And if I'm really being honest with myself, I felt that way since I was, a kid. And it's caused me a lot of problems. If you looked at my life from the outside in, you'd see like a relatively successful person. However, I just got fired today from a job I just really got to know well. It was like coming up on my year and a half mark, something like that. And the job before that, I gave up. I spent 7 years with them, and the job before that was 11 years. And I was a Marine 4 years, from 2001 to 5 active. Um, and it's just been an absolute, it's just been hard. I'm divorced. My daughter's she's doing well, but her dad isn't. And, I don't know what else to do. I'm not tore up about being fired. I have I have some security there, but at the same time, like, what kind of example is that? And so I'm venting or ranting because I just needed to say, like, at what age do you give up on trying to figure yourself out and just go with, this is what I am, and this is my lot in life? Though it's not a bad lot, it's still, you know, when does the confusion stop? When does that happen? I'd love to know that. This isn't a venting about cash or money. It's just, I want to know who the fuck I am finally, so I can avoid this kind of shit in the future.